The world is full of hidden wonders. Deep within the earth, unseen creatures thrive in total darkness. Just as our planet hides secrets beneath its surface, the online world has its own hidden depths. This is the dark web, a mysterious realm shrouded in secrecy and whispered rumors. It's a place where anonymity reigns supreme and the lines between fact and fiction blur. Many stories circulate about the dark web. Some are true, tales of danger and illegal activity. Others are exaggerated myths, fueled by fear of the unknown. This hidden corner of the internet sparks both fascination and fear. In this exploration, we'll journey into the depths of the dark web. We'll separate truth from fiction and uncover the realities of this often misunderstood digital landscape. Join me as we venture into the shadows, seeking knowledge and understanding. Our journey begins with a simple question. What is the dark web? And how does it differ from the everyday internet we use? Let's delve into the digital shadows and find out. Imagine the internet as an iceberg. The tip, visible above the water, is the surface web. This is where we browse social media, shop online and read news articles. It's the part of the internet indexed by search engines like Google. Beneath the surface lies the deep web. This vast, submerged portion is made up of content not indexed by standard search engines. It includes databases, private networks, and password-protected sites. Think of your online banking portal or cloud storage. Those are part of the deep web. Now, at the very bottom of the iceberg, hidden in the darkest depths, lies the dark web. It's a small part of the deep web, but it's here that things get more complex and controversial. The dark web is a collection of websites and networks that require specific software to access. This software, often called Tor, short for the onion router, provides anonymity and privacy to its users. It's like a digital disguise, making it difficult to trace a user's location or identity. While the dark web is often associated with illegal activities, it's important to remember that it's simply a tool. Like any tool, it can be used for good or evil. Let's explore the reasons behind its creation and the legitimate users who rely on its anonymity. The dark web didn't emerge from malicious intent. Its roots lie in the need for privacy and freedom of information. In the early 1990s, the United States Naval Research Laboratory developed the technology behind Tor to protect government communications. The idea was to create a way for people to communicate securely and anonymously, even in countries with strict censorship laws. Activists, journalists, and whistleblowers could use this technology to share sensitive information without fear of reprisal. Today, the dark web still serves as a haven for these individuals. It allows them to operate freely, often in oppressive regimes where their voices would otherwise be silenced. It provides a platform for sharing information and organizing resistance movements, even in the face of danger. Beyond political activism, the dark web is also used for more mundane purposes. Privacy-conscious individuals use it to protect their online identities and communications. Cryptocurrency enthusiasts utilize its anonymity for transactions, and researchers explore its depths to study criminal activity and understand the hidden corners of the internet. However, the dark web's cloak of anonymity also attracts those who seek to exploit its secrecy. Criminal enterprises thrive in the shadows, engaging in illegal activities ranging from drug trafficking to data theft. This duality, the potential for good and the reality of harm, is at the heart of the dark web's complex nature. The dark web is often shrouded in mystery and misconception. Sensationalized stories and media portrayals often paint an incomplete and inaccurate picture. Let's debunk some common myths and shed light on the realities of this hidden online world. Myth 1. The dark web is a unified place. The reality is that the dark web is not a single entity. It's a collection of independent networks and websites, each with its own purpose and community. It's more accurate to picture it as a sprawling digital underground with various tunnels and chambers, rather than a single cohesive space. Myth 2. Everyone on the dark web is a criminal. While it's true that criminal elements operate on the dark web, they don't represent the entirety of its users. As we've discussed, Activists, journalists and privacy advocates also rely on its anonymity for legitimate purposes. Generalizing about its users based solely on its illicit activities is misleading and inaccurate. Myth 3. The dark web is easy to access. Accessing the dark web isn't as simple as typing a URL into your regular browser. It requires specific software like Tor, which routes your internet traffic through multiple servers to mask your identity. While the software itself is legal, navigating the dark web can be technically challenging and risky for those unfamiliar with its intricacies. By separating fact from fiction, we can begin to understand the dark web's nuances. It's not a haven for criminals nor a digital utopia for freedom fighters. It's a complex ecosystem with both positive and negative aspects, shaped by the motivations and actions of its diverse user base. Section 5. Navigating the shadows, dangers and opportunities. The dark web, like any frontier, presents both risks and rewards. Its anonymity can be a double-edged sword, protecting the innocent and shielding the guilty. Understanding these dangers and opportunities is crucial for navigating this complex landscape. One of the most significant dangers is the prevalence of illegal activities. The dark web provides a platform for marketplaces selling illegal drugs, weapons, and stolen data. Cybercriminals lurk in the shadows, ready to exploit unsuspecting users through phishing scams, malware distribution, and hacking attempts. Law enforcement agencies are well aware of these dangers and actively patrol the dark web to combat criminal activity. However, the very nature of its anonymity makes it challenging to track down perpetrators and bring them to justice. This creates a sense of impunity for some, emboldening them to engage in illegal activities with perceived anonymity. However, amidst the dangers, opportunities also exist. Researchers and cybersecurity experts utilize the dark web to study criminal tactics and develop countermeasures. They infiltrate illicit marketplaces to gather intelligence and understand the evolving landscape of cybercrime. Furthermore, the dark web provides a platform for whistleblowers to expose corruption and wrongdoing without fear of retribution. Journalists utilize its anonymity to communicate with confidential sources and report on sensitive stories, particularly in regions where press freedom is restricted. Balancing the potential for harm with the possibilities for good requires a nuanced understanding of the dark web's complexities. It's a digital frontier where caution and awareness are paramount. Section 6. The price of privacy, the ethical dilemmas of the dark web. The dark web's promise of anonymity raises complex ethical questions. While privacy is a fundamental human right, its absolute protection can also shield those who engage in harmful activities. This creates a moral dilemma. How do we balance the need for privacy with the responsibility to prevent harm? Law enforcement agencies face the challenge of investigating criminal activity on the dark web while respecting the privacy of innocent users. The tension between security and liberty is amplified in this digital domain, where anonymity can be both a shield and a weapon. The debate surrounding encryption technologies, like those used on the dark web, highlights this ethical dilemma. While encryption protects sensitive data and communications, it also makes it difficult for law enforcement to access information that could prevent crimes or apprehend criminals. Furthermore, the anonymity of the dark web raises questions about accountability. When individuals can act with near impunity, it challenges our traditional notions of justice and responsibility. How do we hold individuals accountable for their actions when their identities are hidden behind layers of encryption? These ethical dilemmas are not easily resolved. They require ongoing dialogue between policymakers, technology experts, and the public to find solutions that balance the need for privacy with the responsibility to prevent harm. Section 7. The future of the hidden web. Challenges and predictions. The dark web, like the internet itself, is constantly evolving. New technologies emerge, user behaviors shift, and the battle between those seeking to exploit its anonymity and those striving to maintain it continues. Predicting the future of this hidden world is challenging, but we can identify key trends and potential challenges. One significant trend is the increasing sophistication of both criminals and law enforcement agencies operating on the dark web. Cybercriminals are developing new tools and techniques to enhance their anonymity and evade detection. Law enforcement agencies are responding with advanced investigative methods and international collaborations to counter these threats. Another challenge is the potential for the dark web to become further fragmented and decentralized. As new anonymity tools and platforms emerge, the dark web could become even more challenging to monitor and regulate. This could create new challenges for law enforcement and increase the risks for users. Despite these challenges, the dark web is likely to remain an integral part of the internet landscape. Its promise of anonymity and privacy continues to attract a diverse range of users, from activists and journalists to criminals and privacy advocates. The ongoing tension between the forces of anonymity and accountability will continue to shape the dark web's evolution. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for navigating the challenges and opportunities presented by this hidden world. Section 8. Knowledge is power. Understanding the dark web's impact. The dark web, despite its hidden nature, has a tangible impact on our world. It influences political discourse, facilitates criminal activity, and challenges our understanding of privacy and security. Knowledge is our most potent tool for navigating this complex and often misunderstood domain. By dispelling myths and confronting realities, we can make informed decisions about our online behavior and advocate for policies that balance privacy with security. Understanding the motivations of different user groups, from activists to criminals, allows us to engage in more nuanced discussions about the dark web's role in society. Education is paramount. By teaching internet users about the dark web's risks and opportunities, we empower them to make responsible choices online. This includes promoting digital literacy, encouraging responsible use of anonymity tools, and raising awareness about the dangers of engaging in illegal activities. The dark web is not a distant, abstract entity. It's a reflection of our own societies, with all our complexities and contradictions. By confronting its realities, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the challenges we face in the digital age. Knowledge, ultimately, is the key to navigating the shadows and harnessing the power of the hidden internet.